After RPing with Andy, would you have picked a different character or changed anything about your routine?
I definitely would have been more active like Sam was, because I was just kind of reserved and I should have done more to stand out.
You got the highest number of favorite RPer votes, 7 in total, from your peers across the weeks. Why do you think this didn't translate into success into the final event?
I think that's just because people voted for me because we're good friends. So we just had fun when we did RP together.
Come on, that's not true.
Do you remember what advice XCon gave you?
No.
Now,
Is that forgettable, huh?
Probably better that way.
Assuming you come to future redemption events, do you have a special plan to catch Rob's eye?
I think the best thing working in my favor is that I'll be one of the only mutes, and that's specifically good for getting Rob's attention.
Is there a mute in the lobby that you look up to?
Probably Laser. I just like that they're a crackhead and jump around like crazy.
Is there a mute in the lobby you think is overhyped?
I love Bubble a lot and consider I'm a good friend, but their last Nate Night RP wasn't that great, and they kinda got saved by their past performances, which they deserve, but still.
Someone did it, Walker. You got your dream, man. you got your dream.
We asked 10 people this question. Nobody would do it.
As the only mute to make it past week 1 but not make it into the lobby, will you apply for next season or try to enter directly via other means?
I hope they get in through the redemption episode, but if I can't make it, I'm just gonna try for season 3.
Anything you want to leave us with? Any last remarks? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Volunteer is pretty cool.
Good answer. Who sabotaged you by convincing you to go as Patrick from SpongeBob?
I pretty much sabotaged myself because I thought it was pretty much like a good idea to go as Patrick because, like, I don't know, sometimes there's like this thing where dumb equals funny, and yeah, I can't really think of much else.
Did Godside give you any good advice?
Godside gave me a lot of good advice. I accidentally ignored everyone's advice. I still like kept it in my mind, but I accidentally like didn't do it. I should have just went as myself.
Do you agree with Andy's picks in your group?
If I had to like change anything, I'd change Kidnaps for Love because personally, Kidnaps' morph voice wanted to make my ears bleed.
Which lobby member did you take the most advice from? And do you think their advice helped at all?
I took the most advice from basically Lazzy and Aki. Aki and Lazzy's advice helped in the local motion with each other, or whatever word it is. Lazzy's advice was basically like to change your avatar usage, and basically just be yourself because, you know, I guess myself was my strongest tool, and I just like sometimes didn't take to that.
Seems like every advice Lazzy gives is either be yourself or don't be yourself, and there's really no in between. Assuming you come to future redemption events, what will you change up to try to get that golden ticket into the lobby?
I'm probably gonna double down on myself and literally be as savage as I possibly can. Just literally go in there, slamming, beat some ass, see whatever insults pop into my mind in RP. Because at the end of the day, it's RP. You can say whatever you want as long as it's not too bad.
You say you're gonna be more savage. Diss someone right now.
Alright. X's chair fucking character was literally the very definition of literally walking into a Home Depot and just watching drunk people smash chairs because they're angry at their ex-wives for getting a husband.
Do you know something we don't?
No, I believe I don't.
If you made it into the lobby, do you think you could steal a mute away from a talker? If so, who?
Annam from Spongy.
After RPing with some of the lobby members, who do you think is overhyped?
I just can't. It's Lil Slim. Like people be overhyping Lil Slim. I haven't seen him like RP for shit. All right, I'm gonna be honest here. If he has RP, he needs to show it.
I'm Sage Clam. Fuck Lazzy the Dino. Worst RPer I've ever RP'd with.
So true, Sage. So true.
Oh, so true.
That's so true, Sage.
Do you have any last remarks? Anything you want to leave us with?
I think this RP trials thing was the best thing that ever happened to me, and I made a lot of friends. Like, even if I lost the tryouts, I still won in the end. I made a shitload of cool friends. And at the end of the day, just be yourself, alright?
Do you agree with Andy's picks in your group?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't agree with many of his choices. One of the people that won was surprised himself, so...
Got
Who was
any
it?
names?
Well, Max was surprised, you know, he won, and he was like, really? In my opinion, Max, Kitnops, and Sevi, I think, were my bottom 3, in my opinion.
After talking with Andy, would you have picked a different character or changed anything about your routine?
I thought it was pretty good. I guess because I lost, I would just go with the furry and see how how that would have worked. Maybe. I'm not quite sure though, because I think it did pretty good.
What do you think Andy was really looking for that you missed?
Random stuff the high people find funny, I guess.
Which lobby member did you take the most advice from, and do you think their advice helped?
The only lobby member I really got any advice from was Lazzy, and I think his advice was great. Just have fun, you know. Don't take it too seriously, you know. Just have fun.
Assuming you come to the future redemption events, what do you think will distinguish you from the people vying for those golden Gator tickets in the lobby?
I think of everyone that's been eliminated. There's only you know, a couple people that I think are better than me. You know, don't want to be a little ego, but like, you know, there's only a couple, so I think I'd do pretty good.
How do you think the friendships you formed throughout the tryout will change now that some of you made it while others didn't?
Well, it's become a meme. You know, every time someone comes around, we're like, oh, this is the last time we're gonna see you.
What advice do you have for people considering joining for Season 3?
Well, for the tryout video, don't make it too long, and just have fun. That's really it. And if you can, try to meet up with the other tryouts and hang out, because I was not expecting to have a whole new friend group because of it.
Do you think people that got through had the most fun out of the whole tryout set?
I would say so, yeah.
Do you think the cream of the crop made it through the RP tryouts, or did we lose some real talent along the way?
The tryouts were a long time ago. I can't even remember who we lost. Like, I'll be honest, guys. We're recording this real late.
You know, like Sage Clam, like Emily, like...
I like 2 of the names he said.
I can probably guess what 2. So do you think the people that got in, do you think it's all deserved, pretty much?
Yeah! Can't believe Savvy's in. That's kind of crazy. That dude made it through. What the?
How did Season 2 compare to Season 1? Was Season 2 higher quality on average? Did it make it entertaining for a watcher experience?
Oh, definitely. Season 2 was so much better than Season 1. The only thing we got out of Season 1 were these 2 femboys and nothing else. I haven't seen any other Season 1 tryouts do, like, anything else.
What have the Season 2 tryouts done?
Hey, give them some time. They're still new.
It's been like a week and a half. Half of them haven't even showed up to anything.
But, like, Sam's pretty cool. Adam's definitely cool. Bubble also very cool. Many mutes.
Yeah, all the mutes are cool. Fuck the rest of them. Fuck the rest of them.
What were your thoughts on the judges giving you shit for so-called Aki friends participating when other tryouts clearly hailed from their communities?
That's a very good point. I was just a big advocate in telling my community to give the tryouts a go. So there were like 6 people who got into the tryouts from my community. But yeah, there were definitely, like, everyone is technically, like, in Rob's community, right? Or, like, other streamers' communities. It ended up being a little bit negative to be associated with me. Sad days.
Did any Aki friends even make it in?
No.
Man, that's fucked up.
Debuff. Actual debuff. Lisa made it in.
At least is in.
Who would you like to have seen be a judge?
I do think that there were definitely some other people who probably could have been a good judge. Sora, probably a good judge. I do think that there could have been some mutes as well that could have potentially done some judging. I would have loved to see, like, Laser Shield get in there and analyze some people. That would have been fun. Vincent would be an awful decision, but a content one.
We know how much Rob focuses on mutes. As a former mute yourself, do you think the RP tryout format would be improved if the mutes were separated from the talkers and went through a more streamlined process? Perhaps its own event, maybe.
I think mutes are very content, and if we didn't have the mutes in the normal tryouts, it'd probably be really boring.
In a cringy content way, or just boring?
Mutes, like, they do a lot.
Like Season 1 boring,
like,
you know? Season 1 didn't have any mutes.
Exactly. Plus, if we had a separate event for mutes, then it would just encourage more people to come in as business mutes, if you know what I mean. Like the kind of people who are just muting, just to get in, you know?
What were your thoughts on the choice of guests for the date night event? Were the date nights equal from the point of view of the guests?
I do think that maybe we should have explained to the guests how important this date night was for some people. You know, Cottontail only learned at the last second that this was going to mean that some people will never be seen again. It was a quite big event for two people who basically had no prior knowledge of what was happening.
What advice do you have for the people eliminated that turn up for future redemption events?
Don't forget that Trivium and Bring Me the Horizon are your favorite bands.
I love Tribulum and Bring Me. What's it again?
You have any final remarks? Anything you want to add?
I
Speechless.
felt like, as a judge, I was not allowed to speak highly on anyone who came in that was from my community. That was kind of frustrating, but I understand why. I also meant if I ever did praise anyone, then everyone shit on me for it. But just so you know, there were many people who went through from the herd who fucking sucked.
Care to name anyone?
Yeah, Radiant sucked. Soap sucked.
Alright.
Sage and Emily were pretty good. But any mutes who, don't make it through the tryouts, just don't forget that if you do meet one of these talkers in a public lobby, you can become their 2-week mute. Try H-Party. A lot of these Golden Gator people end up there.
Most of the tryouts don't have OCs, nor do they seem very attached to any given avatar. Among them, apart from Bubble, who could you see rocking your avatars?
Literally anybody. If anybody wants help with OCs or anything like that, I'd be willing to help people out, especially once they actually get into the lobby. I'd love to just be someone they can come to and feel welcome to.
Even Sevi?
Yeah, even Sevi. Like I said, he rocked my newest avatar, and he actually did the showcase for the newest one that's coming out this Friday.
Personally, I could see Sevi in the femboy one.
Yeah, he could be in the
So
fanboy one
true.
too.
Which mute would you have liked to have seen be a judge this season?
I want to see Jufa be a judge this season. I think that they could really make some good calls.
Do you think Bubble would have had to have worried if Jufa was judge?
Oh, absolutely. I think every mute is just on the table if Jufa is judge.
Why didn't you push people in your community to try out? Dragon Massage entry when?
Dragon Massage doesn't need to do RP tryouts to get into the lobby. I think if he were to even apply to get into the lobby, Rob would see him right away and just X him.
Why didn't you push for more people in your community to try out?
My mods aren't funny.
Neither are Aki's.
That's why Aki friends didn't get in.
Not a single one. So sad.
Especially the one that's looking at me right now. That one's pathetic. Like, we don't need, we already have so many pathetic femboys. We don't need just, a pathetic man.
What the fuck? I don't talk to Walker like that.
Who among those that made it through need to step it up the most?
I definitely think that Sevi Dude needs to step it up the most because the mute shuffle definitely got him down and stuff like that, and he needs to reclaim the throne like the king he is.
He's not down, he's in hiding.
Yeah, he is in hiding.
Do you think Rob exerted too much influence on the outcome of this contest?
Honestly, not really, because, even at the end of the day, he never was, the yes or no at the end of the day. And there are a lot of mutes that did not get in, and Rob did not save them.
Hey, I don't think he exerted enough influence.
I actually agree.
Exactly.
I agree. I don't think he exerted enough influence.
He should have been like, yeah, maybe you don't save that person.
Yeah. Do you have any last remarks? Anything you want to leave us with?
Getting a mute into the lobby by saying that they're your mute and giving them a 2-week period is cringe, unless you're Lisa. Hi Lisa, how you doing?
The first question I asked
Do you want to wait for Jay?
Nah, you're good.
Do you think he has what it takes to make good content? Or is he already... Alright, I'm gonna edit this message because I can't look at done his dash.
Why don't you just read it as it is?
Yeah, but the Australians will get it.
Who the fuck says done his dash?
The Australians will get it. That's what matters.
Australians.
We're pandering.
I wonder what Lost is doing right now.